Hello, Cornhole fans. Welcome to Rock Hill, South Carolina. We are here for the 2001 World... I swear
20 years now.
The next one's going to be 91, I guess.
Is he doing it on purpose?
I swear on my good eye, I'm not doing this on purpose. You know, one of my favorite parts about this weekend here at World Championships is that it's not just the pros. You got a ton of highly skilled, just people who are amazing at this sport. And you can see how the growth is happening. And one of my favorite things is the little guys that are really good at cornhole. And I say little guys, I'm talking little guys. The little guys. See, like little buddies, and they're awesome. I mean, I guarantee you half you people watching who think you're good at cornhole are gonna lose to the little homies.
The 2020-2021 season, for lack of a better word, was just legendary. I mean, for us, it was a year of growth. It was a year of being bigger and better and taking the momentum that we had from a 2019 year or a 2020 year that was completely filled with COVID shutdowns and limitations and reasons why people couldn't grow and couldn't succeed. And in this 2020-2021 season, we were able to come out of that, use that momentum to really make something legendary, to really make something special. And ultimately, I think it's just build even more momentum for this coming season to make it the best year yet.
Have you ever been in love?
I don't think so.
Do you want me to describe it to you? That's what love feels like.
Hey, Bernie.
Hey, Haley.
Did you lose?
I haven't lost yet.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I know the commission's going to blow up here for me in a second. He's definitely about to lose.
1 hour later.
No more press.
Bernie,
It's been a long day.
How does it feel to be a loser?
Well, 51 years of it, it's okay.
You get
kind of used to things.
The 2021 ACL Stevie Awards, the first ever awards night in the American Cornhole League. A great night and a way to honor all of our top players, our top directors, and our top supporters. We had awards like the MVP Award, Breakout Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, just like other sports leagues. But then we got to give away things like our ACL Ironman Award, awarding the player that's played in the most ACL events, and even the X Factor Awards, where ACL Commissioner Stacey Moore got to give away some very special awards to some very special people that have made a significant difference in the ACL over the past few years.
All right, here we are, backstage right now, up here hanging out. The Stevie Awards, Cornhole Stevie Awards. Trey out here roasting homies, bro.
This is like a lifetime achievement award. I call it the Commissioner X Factor.
Some of the top award winners: Damon Dennis, the MVP. It shows you just because you're over the hump or over the hill, as they like to say, it doesn't mean you still can't win an MVP award. Is Damon Dennis the oldest ever MVP in sports? I'm not going to answer that question. I think we all might know the answer there.
Your 2021 ACL Pro MVP, Damon Dennis.
On the flip side, Alex Hicks, the youngest ever player that we're going to have within our ACL Pro division, just 12 years old, wins the top amateur award as the top ranked ACL player in open standings that is not an ACL Pro. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with. How about the Rookie of the Year, Matt Guy? Yeah, rookie is probably the worst term we would have come up with for Matt Guy, but in the end, he has an incredible season, a great breakout performance. I got to give a shout out to the Tornado too. Chris Tornatola win the Ironman Award. Most events played, over 200 events. That goes to show you Tornado has nothing better to do than play cornhole. No, we love Tornado, and a well-deserved award.
Since this season's coming to an end, I decided to grab up some ACL pros and ask them in one word to describe their 2021 ACL season. Some of these pros are bad at counting words.
The rise. Decent.
Sexy.
Awful.
Non-finisher.
Fulfilling.
Fair.
Interesting.
Expensive.
Should have been ROI, Rookie of the Year.
Roller coaster.
A challenging one. Adjustment. Almost.
Unbelievable.
Punish. Boom.
Wild. All right, so we just got done calling a couple of games over here of the Crew Cup, and Trey Birchfield was in that matchup. His team did win, but he wasn't really, it didn't feel like he was really, I felt like his mind was somewhere else, and I'll tell you where it was. Here in about an hour, we got the World Championship singles finals matchups. We got obviously four of our top players. You got Trey Birchfield, Mr. Clemmer, the breakout superstar making historic moves here, Miss Cheyenne Renner. As she's over there warming up, it's gonna be an exciting finals. And I'm calling it right now. I'm going Cheyenne Renner on this one.
I think she got it. She's going to take it all.
Yeah? She's winning everything this weekend.
She's already in the finals in co-ed, pro singles, women's doubles finals. Like, she's on fire. My female doubles partner, so I'm going to go with her all the way.
Picture this, the Cinderella team makes it all the way to the Final Four, and they get to play on their home court in front of all of their friends and family. And then on top of that, imagine hitting the biggest and most significant shot of your entire life in front of that crowd. That's none other than Duncan Clemmer, AKA Stovepipe Clemmer. He has been an incredible player this season, but tops it off with an incredible finish and one of the best shots in the history of the sport, a 9-point airmail. But as we said, we're just outside of Gastonia. We don't call it an airmail around here. It is a stovepipe. Shout out Duncan Clemmer, an amazing performance.
Duncan Clemmer has put himself in a position on his first 3 bags to really get into this game, and on his 4th bag, he's let it get away from him.
Now Birchfield a little bit to the right. Clemmer trying to reset here, down 16-4.
I look around this arena, Jeff, and there is no room right now. It is standing room only everywhere.
Clemmer with the bag on top, trying to roll it in, almost flopped it in, but both right there very much in play.
Now here's an opportunity. If you go really hard, if you're Birchfield, you may completely clog the hole. That's what he's doing. Oh, but he left the door open. Huge shot. If he could hit an airmail to drag them all, he could get 7. If he gets this bag and the bag in his hand, leaves Birchfield, he's gonna get 7. Huge, no, he'll get.
He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot by Clemmer!
He's not gonna get 7, he's gonna get 9! It's just like that, it's a ball game. Everybody in the sport calls it an airmail. The people from Gastonia and Duncan Clemmer's region call it a stovepipe. That's about as good of a stovepipe as you can get, Duncan Clemmer.
One of the most impressive parts of that entire shot is the fact that it came against Trey Birchfield, the robot. The number 1 player in the world, the player that everybody pegged to be the toughest to beat in this entire field. And that shows you that Duncan Clemmer is not only just an up-and-coming superstar now, he is a player that is here and here to stay.
All right, ACL Nation, DraftKings preview show getting ready to record, and how good does Sean Latham look right now? I mean, he's upgraded. He's got the polo. Look at him, sucking in the gut a little bit. How cool is this broadcast court space? Look at that. We got like 4 different courts going on right now. It's just intense here down on the arena floor. Let's get this DraftKings pregame show done right now.
In your finals, you have Clemmer versus Renner. I have Birchfield versus Renner. Who you got taking the whole thing?
Well, Duncan, you had a heck of a run, buddy. And I'm sure everybody here in Rock Hill and all your family and friends are pumped for you, but you just hit the train, okay? Cheyenne Renner's coming. She's gonna go full clean sweep here. And I wanna see history right here in Rock Hill, 2021 ACL World Championships. I'm going Cheyenne Renner.
On the other side, I feel exactly how you felt in the first game. My heart is going Cheyenne Renner on this one, but I think Trey Birchfield is just gonna be too much, and I think he's gonna ride a lot of momentum out of that first game. I think the emotion is just gonna be so much for Cheyenne Renner. It's not that she can't handle it, it's the weight of a world on her shoulders, right? So I think Trey Birchfield takes this one. He wins a world championship in singles and becomes the first ever player to win a world championship in both singles and doubles, because he won doubles last year in 2020. One of the most fun parts of the entire week, because I just love going out on limbs, taking risks, taking chances. Ultimately, I think I did pretty good, but these predictions are hard. It's hard to just lay out an entire prediction for the ending of a tournament when you're gonna get the players' best and they're gonna be playing under the big stage. You really have to take into account who's gonna be able to handle that pressure on the world's biggest cornhole stage.
Is today gonna be the day? Is today the day that history is made with the first female to win a singles championship? And I'm telling you right now, if anybody's gonna do it, it's gonna be Cheyenne Renner. On the way here, she beat everybody, 150 or 160 to like 35, and I'm pumped. How you feeling right now?
Pretty good.
You feeling pretty good? Bags going straight in?
Some of them.
Well, you know what? Listen, you've been crushing it all week, and I don't know what happens. Tonight, no matter what, I'm pulling for you. I picked you on the DraftKings preview show to win it all because I watched you over there, and I don't know if you know this, but you beat everybody by like 160 to. Like, if you take away the Cody game, 160 to like 15 on all your games. So we are pumped for you. Let's make a little bit of history.
One of the most exciting times during the entire event was watching Cheyenne Renner take on Ryan Windsor in the semifinals to get to that final. You could feel the energy in the room, and I don't know if a cornhole player can be lifted up by energy from other human beings in a building. But if it's possible, it happened in that semifinal. I wish she would have been able to play at the same level she played in that semifinal against Trey Birchfield, because I think there was an opportunity there for her to win that, because I don't think Trey was on his A game, but she just came up a little bit short.
These bags are live.
A clean board will benefit Renner.
Again, Windsor missing a little bit left as Renner goes right down the middle.
Now in this case, this bag right here acts as a bumper, so it makes that hole effectively wider. She's gonna go through. Wow, a replacement bag to only put hers in.
Well, what do you do here? Because Ryan's got two plugged in the hole, and Renner's is just on that left side. And she takes them all in and gets 2 points. Big shot.
Right now, Windsor, Cheyenne Renner, and the electricity in this room right now is absolutely ready to bust if Cheyenne Renner takes this dub. I'm getting the chills a little bit right now because it's a back and forth game. But this crowd is waiting for that Cheyenne Renner dub. Let's see what happens.
Cheyenne Renner now just 3 points away. Again, already making history this week, just getting to this point. First female player in ACL history to make it into a pro singles Final Four.
First ever female to make a Final Four, and now 3 points away from even extending that history and becoming the first ever female to make it to a pro singles final. Will she go through it all? She's going through it all.
And
oh my word, Jeff. If she goes in through this is going to be all the pressure, and Ryan Windsor must, well, he doesn't have to make this bag now.
Misses it to the right. So Renner's going to get a couple of more points to make it 20-15, and now just 1 point away to making it into the finals.
Cheyenne Renner, just 1 point away. First bag is in.
Any miss here by Windsor could do it.
That is a deep block, causes some obstruction. And
the
now,
miss by Windsor.
this bag is out of play. Forget about it. It's done. A 4-bagger wins it by Cheyenne Renner.
Needs to push them both in. Sneaks in around. She's still sitting good with that bag right there. Windsor helps her out.
In
and
for the
this
win.
Could do it. It is in. And history continues here in Rock Hill.
This place is going bananas right now. Absolute bananas for Cheyenne Renner on the verge of one of the most historic wins in all of niche sports.
That's it. History's being made. First female ever in the singles championship. Cheyenne Renner just did work. One game away from absolute history being made. I called it the DraftKings preview show. Let's go.
All right, ACL Nation, we're here. Broadcast getting ready to go to crown a pro singles world champion. It's going to be a historic Final Four for a chance for Cheyenne Renner to take it all down. Let's take a good shot of the crowd. It is an absolutely packed house for this pro singles championship. Can't wait to see who follows in the footsteps of Dale Smith, Jordan Langworthy, James Baldwin, Tanner Halbert, and Jamie Graham as pro singles world champions.
Absolutely locked in, and with a block behind like that, gives the round a different flavor. And now Renner can go all the way through here, staying up the center. It's a little bit to the left of where she wanted, but still not a bad situation. It's going to force airmails here. Let's see if she can get enough of this bag to drag it. She's going airmail. If she chooses to go airmails for the rest of the round, she's got to hit one of the two at a minimum.
Got to pull off something big here. She's going to wait. Just goes in behind.
She's going to wait.
One bag left in her hand. Birchfield taking a look at the monitor to his left. Wanted to see how much of the hole is open. He just rolls in the back, and now for Cheyenne, biggest shot of the match.
Can't be off the board.
And it is a one-hopper off the back of the board. And it's going to come to an end here in Rock Hill. A terrific run by Cheyenne Renner, but Trey Birchfield, just 18 years old, your 2021 singles world champion.
What a performance. The Throwbot becomes the first ever player to win a singles world championship and a doubles world championship. Trey Birchfield wins pro singles, his first ever world championship in pro singles. A really commanding performance, and I've been a Birchfield fan this entire season. Although he had some up and downs, he really was the most consistent player on the season. Not a big surprise to me. The Throwbot gets his first ever singles win.
I mean, he's the robot, right? I mean, he's best player in our game, statistically and otherwise. I mean, not a surprise. I think myself and maybe a few others may have been pulling for his opponent there in the end, even though I'm not really allowed to say that. But Trey Birchfield was just doing Trey Birchfield things.
Bernie doing what Bernie does, livening up the crowd.
Gentlemen, these bags are live.
Well, that's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it plays out for him.
ESPN the Ocho.
It's always a fun time on ESPN2 when we transition ESPN2 into a celebration of the niche sports in the world. It used to be dodgeball, but now, hey, why can't Cornhole be the headliner event for ESPN the Ocho? For us, it turned into our ACL Pro and Celebrity Throwdown. Marty Smith, Ryan McGee, alongside Jonathan Stewart and Mike Tolbert, 4 celebrities competing for some great bragging rights on ESPN the Ocho. They paired up with 4 of our ACL pros, Mike Harvey, Damon Dennis, Ryan Smith, and Jamie Graham. How much did Marty Smith exemplify what it means to be on ESPN the Ocho? If he's up, you're saying he's just as sufferable if it's 17-0 and he blows a 17-0 lead?
I'm saying that it will be Marty and McGee and Jack Daniels if he loses at this point.
Not this one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Marty Smith cannot blow a 17-point lead, right? I mean,
put the pressure on you.
Big first bag for Ryan Smith. Again, it was 17-0, now 20-13.
Hey, listen, this is what the Ocho's all about. This is why we're closing it out. This is why we're the grand finale. This is like the fireworks at Disney World.
One beautiful push up by Harvey, gets it closer.
Yeah, he pulled his other bag into play.
Get out of there. Yeah.
Smith misses it. Oh, Trey, does he want to go again for the short airmail here? Get them both?
No, I don't even think you want it short. You'd like to leave it there.
Now, listen. We all know what they need here is a flopperoo.
You better not.
Flopperoo is what I think Chad over there on row one, we agree. The flopperoo is what we need.
2 bags in, we'll win it. There's one. This bag has got to be in, really.
Now think about it, this bag. Depending on what you do.
Got to be in.
What you mean? I got to go in.
Oh, now all Ryan Smith has to do is board it.
I'm convinced, by the way, Stewart and Smith have no idea what's going on. Look at them. They're trying to look like they know what's going on. They have no idea what's going on.
So Ryan Smith, all he has to do is board it for the win, but I think he's going to shoot it. I think he's going to shoot it just to go off with a bang.
He'll do like he did to Jamie. He'll tell you he's going to do one thing, he'll do another thing, because he's a cheater and I filed a protest.
For the win. Ryan Smith and Marty Smith win it here in Rock Hill.
Hey, it's a big win for Schmedium shirts. It's a big night for Schmedium shirts, boys.
Shout out SpongeBob Tight Pants.
That's it. Man, don't put champions in front of his name. Does he get a mug? Come on.
He's got the look. He's got the America headband. And how about the ultimate beer chug there at the end when he got the ultimate win alongside partner Ryan Smith, who hits the airmail to win it. That, ladies and gentlemen, is ESPN 8 The Ocho.
The energy of that night was awesome, right? I mean, it was the first night we had the big crowd down inside the arena there, but the energy that night, everybody going crazy, everybody on their feet, cheering on their favorite celebrities. It was a blast. It was great to feel that kind of mood in that building.
Pure electricity, right? Everybody's having a good time. The beverages have been flowing. The celebrities were having a good time. I love that Ryan McGee and Marty Smith both jumped on the headsets alongside me and Jeff McCarriger in the booth, talk some smack and enjoy kind of the great atmosphere that we had built there in the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center. Just pure electricity.
Maybe my favorite day because Marty Smith on air said the real MVP of that day was the DJ. That was me.
World Championships underway, and competing in the celebrity portion of that program, it's our friends Marty and McGee. Here they are. Fellas, what happens to friendship when you're competing in an event of this magnitude?
Would you have used the term celebrity?
You drink beer on national television because it's awesome.
It is awesome.
Because it's the Ocho.
Yeah, and if you look, it's us.
It is you.
Look, we have uniforms with our names on.
How about my Eagle Blood shirt?
Yeah.
I mean, I got that at Walmart.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I got matching socks.
All right.
And it's
sleeveless, in case you didn't know.
Look at that. Look at that handsome man.
Look at the follow through.
Yeah.
And then look at me hold the fight. Steph Curry's watching this Sports Center.
Look.
Steph, I know you're jealous of that follow through.
Yeah. That's all right.
They told me when I walked in the door that if you dunk it like that,
Marty's literally,
it's called an airmail.
He's literally arguing with the dude in the crowd.
I was.
You were talking trash to a dude in the crowd. All right, here we go.
Meta World Peace is proud of me.
There's your left-handed. There's 3 for Earnhardt. I dropped 3 in a row.
That's a 3-bagger.
Yeah, that's it. That's the terminology for it. Half the terminology, by the way, for Cornhole, Neil Everett, we can't use on television.
No,
because the FCC.
Fired.
All right, here we go.
Although we are drinking beer on
This is
Sports
my
Center.
lone highlight of the night. There you go.
Hey,
Throw up 3 for Dale
brother.
Earnhardt. There you go.
Give me a high five, Rob.
3 for Dale. There
That's
you go.
Awesome.
3 for Dale, always.
Marty, you're going to win this.
to prevail in the.
Yeah, what do you owe your success to, Marty?
I owe my success to a whole lot of people. A bunch of time spent alone in my driveway with Jack Daniel.
Free beer in the green room before the thing.
Free cold beer in the green room and American flag bandanas.
That was an awkward hug.
And Ryan Smith. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these hugs are awkward.
I don't know that we've ever hugged, but that was a genuinely awkward hug.
I love you.
There you go. Love you too, dude. That was fun.
Love you, buddy.
There you go.
I got a question. In your lifetime, and I wish you nothing but long lives, will we see cornhole as an Olympic event?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%.
No question about it, because when you have the talent that we do, we could represent the United States of America. I'm ready for the call right now, and I just want to show you this, Neil. Let me show you what the victors are taking home. This ain't no participation trophy.
That's right. No.
This right here says ACL Celebrity Throwdown Champion, Ocho Day, 8/6/2021. And it's got the American Cornhole League logo on it with this little guy who looks, I mean, I'm not even sure what he is, but he's throwing a beanbag.
In Rock Hill, South Carolina, that's a gold medal.
L is for love. Good
You're
times,
welcome,
fellas.
I love you, Neil.
Jordan Kamba, James Baldwin, pro doubles world champions. An incredible performance by both of them. They obviously win the first event of the year and the last event of the year, so they really capped their entire season on a strong note. Specifically, James Baldwin joins Trey Birchfield as the only player ever to win pro doubles and pro singles world championships, and ultimately cements himself as an ACL legend.
Campbell won it for him in the semifinals with a huge push shot to take in 2 bags. And now he'll have a chance to play here for the World Championship. A little bit short left.
And that could do it. And yes, and now with that bag on the left-hand side, a 4-bagger will essentially win it for Jordan Kamba.
This has got to go in here for Poitras. Just to try and hang in there, it does.
In for the win in a world title.
Yes, and he got it. He knew it as soon as it left his hand.
Poitras going to try some type of crazy airmail, but that bag is out of play.
And for Poitras, probably realizing the moment this will be the last bag he throws in his pro career. Can't get it. And Jordan Kamba, James Baldwin, your pro doubles world champions here in 2021.
Unbelievable performance. They were both locked in.
Big surprise for me was how James Baldwin and Jordan Kamba were able to stay focused. Because in the prior match, you had Tyler Poitras hitting one of the biggest shots of the weekend to get to the finals. The entire crowd was behind them. The way they were able to fight through that, kind of fight against the crowd, if you will, I mean, it showed a lot of stick-to-itiveness. It shows everyone why they're the champions they are.
Tony Smith and Bella Suprenant, the ultimate duo of the young guns, right? And we got to see all of the different shots on display. Suprenant being one of the players, one of the female players that can roll like crazy. But if there's anybody that can roll better, it's got to be Tony Smith, right? Got to be one of the OGs of the roll game.
I think finally we get to see a future star in the making. Tony Smith was kind of labeled that going into last year, a star of the future. And then Isabella, we finally got to see Bella on the main stage. I think Isabella Suprenant is going to be a name that we hear for years to come.
Oh, and now can he drag it? If he can drag this bag and the bag in his hand, they will win this co-ed doubles world championship. Got to get both if you want to win the title. For the win.
On the way, and hits it in! What a shot by Tony Smith! So Smith and Bella Suprenant, your co-ed world champions.
On the biggest stage, it's the young guns who prevail and win a world championship. A combined age of just 34 years old.
So much fun to watch to see those two. They got all the different flashy shots. Reminds me a lot of watching someone like an Eric Davis play, because ultimately you know you're going to see some highlight level shots throughout the entire play. Congratulations to the young guns on getting their world championship win. It was great to see Sam Finley and Rosie Streaker get together and win another women's doubles world championship. They win back in 2019, and then Rosie takes a year off. She's having the twins. She's got to get through her year off in 2020. And Sam Finley, you know, she was just kind of looking for an excuse to get back with her original partner, Rosie Streaker. And how fitting is it, the first time that they're able to get together again for a full season, they win another Women's Doubles World Championship. Shout out to those two for their dominating performance, and they've proven that when they play together, they have yet to lose a World Championship.
We've seen Rosie a lot this season on a broadcast court. This is by far the best she's played. And I just don't, I mean, it must be just a comfort with Sam or something, but she is throwing exceptionally well right now.
Well, this is going to set up to maybe put all the pressure on Cheyenne if this goes in. It does. So now this has to be in. And it misses, and that's going to do it for the women's final. Rosie Streaker and Samantha Finley jump out to a 15-0 lead, and they put this one away. They are your 2021 Women's Doubles World Champions.
What may have been the biggest surprise of the weekend? Baggin' Bill Hadley taking down Damon Dennis. If you would have taken 1,000 people out of that room and asked all of them who they thought would win, outside of Doug Zaft, his pro partner, I don't think anyone would have picked Bill Hadley. So to me, and the way he did it, kind of dominated it. I think that was a shock. Really big surprise.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time ever that Damon Dennis had not won senior singles and senior doubles at the World Championship. He did it 5 times in a row. So for the first time ever, someone takes down Damon Dennis, and why not bagging Bill Hadley? Great story out of Arizona, and can't wait to see if Hadley can take that momentum into next season.
Just don't get pushed too far left and off the board.
And it is off the board, and now Bill Hadley has got a chance to be the new senior singles world champion.
A 4-bagger wins it. Push it all in for a senior singles world title.
Goes at it hard and ends up being
You just teased me one.
too short.
So now Damon Dennis has to hit an airmail backside of the hole and not drag in Hadley's in order to stay alive. If not, Hadley is your singles world champion in the seniors division.
And it's off the back of the board, and that's going to do it as Bill Hadley knocks off Damon Dennis, and he will claim the 2021 Senior Singles Championship.
Seniors World title.
Bill Hadley, bagging Bill Hadley out of Arizona, gets the job done. Signature win for Hadley.
Contrary to that big surprise with Bill Hadley, we went winning senior singles. A non-surprise, Cheyenne Renner, by the way, Vice President fan club right here. Mom won't allow me to be president. Not shocked at all. The best woman playing today winning our women's singles championship. You know, I was surprised. I mean, Connie Altice, to me, not a player I know much about, not a player the general cornhole world knows a lot about. I mean, the hardcore cornhole world knows all about her. She's an amazing player. I think for her to get to that point, to get to that match, says a lot about her competitive nature, but she just ran into a buzzsaw with Cheyenne Renner.
There's one miss by Altice. She cannot afford another, and she does. She misses a second, so now Renner with the 4-bagger's got a chance to put this one away.
In for the win in a women's singles world title.
And right up the middle. So Cheyenne Renner finishes runner-up in pro singles, but she is on top. The 2021 Women's Singles World Champion. And back with more from Rock Hill right after this.
Cheyenne Renner, absolutely dominant at the World Championships, makes the finals in 4 different events and clinches the World Championship title against Connie Altice there in the finals of women's singles. And it really just felt like a long time coming, right? Because Cheyenne Renner has been so good, so dominant. She has been really a top 10 player this entire season, and how fitting is it that she gets to cap that off with a women's singles World Championship win?
Super excited about the upcoming season. Another amazing crop of new talent coming to the ACL Pro Division. Obviously, we saw what happened last year. We might have the same type of impact this year from some of the new pros coming in. I can't wait to see it because every year it seems like the depth just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger in the ACL Pro Division. I'm stoked.
Thanks everyone for tuning into season 1 of Behind the Bags. It's been an incredible season, taking you behind the scenes of America's fastest growing sport. I'm Trey Ryder alongside everyone else at the American Cornhole League. We will see you next season for season 2.